Howdy, partners, buddies, pals, friends. And I made a chair squeak right away, dude. Are you kidding me? Howdy, partners, buddies, pals, friends. And welcome to some more of the Outer Worlds. Like I said, we still have some of the DLC to do. We still got some of the Howdy, partners, oh god, this is going to hell. Howdy, partners, buddies, pals, friends. And welcome to some more of the Outer Worlds. I know we finished the game, but there's still some more of the DLC to do. So let's jump right into that. Man, that is a small package for a full DLC. Huh. Wonder what all's inside that box. Oh! Sorry, sir, let me give you a hand.
Hawthorne, if you're getting this, something's happened to me. Got mixed up in some shady business on Gorgon. Should have known better. But I landed on something big. And now this job's an itch I can't stop scratching. There's a whole research compound left of the Sprats. I think I'm close to figuring out why. But something dangerous is closer to me. Got the job through one Minnie Ambrose, top runger who just came into some money, was offering a hefty bid card for qualified help. Trust me, her money's good. Talk to Minnie. Take the job. If I ain't gonna live to see the payday, might as well be you. Consider us even, old pal.
I've gotten jobs from some unusual sources, but this is a first. Congratulations, Captain.
I don't mean to sound prim, Captain, but there's gotta be a better way to ask someone to do you a favor.
I just want to say, we gotta take this job. This is the closest I ever been to starring in a serial drama. Only thing we're missing is a couple cameras and a soundtrack.
At least this won't
I'm
be
way
boring.
ahead of all of you. Ada, what the hell's going on?
Lucky Montoya owed Captain Hawthorne a considerable debt. I believe this is what humans refer to as payback. Captain,
That doesn't mean anything.
The message contains
That doesn't mean
landing
anything good.
coordinates for a small asteroid in the Charybdis cluster.
Take us
It
there,
was
Ada.
recently registered to a Wilhelmina Ambrose.
So are we gonna bring up the severed arm on the kitchen table?
What? Do you want to shake its hand?
I do.
Yeah, can we talk about the arm? I want to take bets on how the guy lost it. My money's on cannibals.
Oh, well, yes.
That ain't really that fella's arm, right? It's gotta be a dummy. Or a toy?
He was pretty dumb, after
Well,
all.
I'm not cleaning it up.
You're the
Simulating
doctor.
disgust. How distasteful. Humans eat there. I'm not touching it. Etc. Lucky Montoya had a statistically significant tendency to encounter situations of extreme danger.
Well, yeah. I doubt this guy lost his arm filling out paperwork.
He was also the fourth best paid freelancer in the system.
It's very possible, Felix. Best paid freelancer in the system. Alright, I'm in.
This had less correlation with his measured aptitudes, which rank at or below average, than with a pattern of fortunate circumstances.
Oh no. Is there any chance that he might still be alive, Ada?
Based on the condition of the limb, I calculate a 92.7% chance that Mr. Montoya expired from his injuries.
So there's still a chance.
There is what humans colloquially call a sprat's chance in a mantisaur's den. That is a very low chance, Captain.
Oh, it's still a chance,
I have
and I'm
transferred
willing
the
to take it.
coordinates for Ambrose Manor to your navigation terminal. We can travel there when you are ready.
Welcome to Ambrose Manor. We were not expecting company. Please follow. Do not stray from the path.
Aw, that's no fun.
That's what I was thinking, Ellie. He's stifling my creativity by blocking my exploration.
Been there, little guy.
Oh no, Butler, are you okay?
Playing, canned responses. How clumsy of this unit. These things happen. Oh, calamity.
Oh, the calamity. Why, God, why? Can I help you up, please? You know, just part of my human nature. I want to help you off the ground, Mr. Robot. No? Alright. Well, that's an interesting rock formation. What is with stairs? Oh. I was supposed to take the elevator down.
Can't help itself. Please do not be concerned.
I'm very concerned, buddy.
Keep your guard. Could be all manner of surprises in
At the very least, there ought to be something worth stealing in there.
That's what I was thinking, Ellie, but then I seen a fish pond. A salt tuna pond, nonetheless. Man, I wonder how these ones taste.
Okay.
Okay, I found the place.
Well, join me for a drink, Mr. Whoever you are.
I would love to. Thank you. Who are you? What am I doing here?
So who the devil are you?
An old friend, apparently. I like your eyebrows. You know, I'm Alex Arthur, dashing space captain, smuggler, and free spirit. Nah, I'm this guy, Captain the Unreliable. Scratch anything I just said prior. I like your eyebrows, though, still. Don't scratch that. Those are looking good.
You don't say. Well, make yourself at home, Captain. I'm sure we have much to discuss. Do you see that glowing chunk of space rock? That's Gorgon. My birthright, my burden, and the bane of my existence. I hate to drink
Same.
alone, and this is my third. So join me in raising a glass. To Gorgon.
Who, Gorgon?
To Gorgon. May cosmic winds shepherd her to the nearest star.
Oh. Don't touch my glass that hard, dude.
I'm Wilhelmina Ambrose, but you can keep it short and call me Minnie. Now, what brings you to my house, handsome? I take it you didn't
She
come all
called me
this way
handsome.
for the beverages, the starry skies, or the pleasant company.
Well, I'm actually here about a severed arm.
A severed arm? How positively ghoulish. You know this is a private residence, not a curio shop?
I have it in my backpack, actually. No, see, this arm came with a portable phonograph that mentions you by name. So I have reason to believe that you recognize this arm.
Really? Huh. Now, this severed limb, did it have dark hair? Rugged knuckles? Chewed fingernails? A gunslinger's calluses?
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Aha!
Why do you know it so well?
Mystery solved. I can only think of one man daring enough to jettison his extremities on my behalf. Lucky Montoya is my personal freelancer. Fascinating man. Very brooding and theatrical. Always staring into space and twirling a bullet over his knuckles.
Oh, that looks
He's
cool.
definitely not doing that anymore.
Nope, but I can do it
happened
with
to
his
him?
arm.
Oh dear. I suppose that makes him my former freelancer now?
Unfortunately. But what's his arm doing on my ship?
I sent Lucky on a dangerous mission to the Gorgon asteroid. Whoever found his remains must have wanted to inform the next of kin.
If it's dangerous,
What a
though...
time for his luck to run out. We were in the middle of something grand, and I really can't afford another setback.
I'm not really here for all that. I'm here for the job.
Funny that you should bring that up. How would you like to be my new freelancer? There's been a recent vacancy, and I think you're well suited to the job.
I mean,
Remember, play hard to get. That's negotiation.
yes, Ellie.
You're awful quick to trust a bunch of strangers that broke into your home.
I'm looking for
We
someone
were
rough
invited
around the edges.
by an arm.
A gorgeous, dashing scoundrel type. Incidentally, someone good with their hands.
I'm all of the above. Gorgeous, you say?
I like my employees well-groomed. Appearances
Oh.
are everything in high society.
Yeah, no, just give me some details, miss.
My mother, Dr. Olivia Ambrose, worked for Spacer's Choice at the Gorgon Research
That was
Facility.
her first mistake.
She was brilliant. The top scientist in her field. Until tragedy struck.
Well, go on.
One day, Spacer's Choice shut down all research and evacuated Gorgon. Everyone had to scramble or risk getting left behind. It was chaos. Employees fled for their lives. Mother never made it home.
Oof. Sorry
I'm
for your
told
loss.
she wasn't the only casualty that fateful day. Mother's name has since been dragged through the mud. Spacer's Choice blames her for the collapse of Project Gorgon.
If Spacer's
and
Choice
I
said
just
so, then I
know
believe it.
they're lying.
Actually, no, you're right. You're right. But you wouldn't mind telling me what she was being blamed for, pray tell.
Everything you can imagine and more. dereliction of
fuck.
duty, circulating anti-corporate memos,
long list.
taking longer than average coffee breaks. The
Oh.
list goes on.
I like coffee.
Mother would not have allowed Project Gorgon to fail. Something happened on that asteroid, and my family took the fall for it.
That's how you ended up with this mansion, right? Where do we get started, first of all?
We start where all of this began. With Mother. Whatever happened on Gorgon wasn't Mother's fault. I simply need the evidence to prove it. We're going to drag the truth, kicking and screaming, into the light. Even if it means bringing ruin and humiliation to Spacer's Choice.
Already there.
All the evidence I need should be in Mother's
Already
journal.
there.
You can find it in her office on Gorgon, in the heart of the old research facility.
Don't worry, miss. If Spacer's Choice is hiding anything, I'll get to the bottom of it.
I believe you're the first person to ever side with me against the corporation. It's a
Me and the
refreshing
corporations
change.
don't really have a
When you
great
reach Gorgon,
standing right now.
pack a weapon you trust. The corporate lockdown hasn't stopped the wilderness from squirming in through the cracks.
Alright, cool. I think I can handle a few animals. You know, space rats. That kind of thing.
There's a little saloon near Gorgon's landing pad.
Ah,
The
bar.
Sprat Shack. Lucky was renting a room, so if you want to follow his trail, that would be the place to start.
I think I've heard of that place. Cheap whiskey, rough crowd. You'll love it.
How'd you know?
Ought to stop in and taste the local flavor.
We're already halfway there,
Just so we
Nokia.
understand each other, money is no object. I'm willing to squander the family fortune if you get me what I want. Between your payment and any salvage you happen across, you'll walk away from this rich enough to buy a mansion of your own. How does that sound?
For some reason, I don't believe you, but it sounds like some sweet, sweet, sweet music.
Finally, I get to put my inheritance to work.
Other than paying for
Here's
this
your
mansion.
nav key, Captain. Safe travels.
Yeah, I'll be back.
A word of advice before you go, Captain. Trust no one. Mother's office is in the heart of the Gorgon facility. You're free to salvage anything that isn't nailed down. I only want what's mine.
I'll get it for you, miss.
Salvage rights and a paycheck? This is almost too good to be true.
No, no
It's not
foreshadowing.
theft if she's giving us permission.
That's right. She didn't say I couldn't rob her house, too. Yo, Butler.
This unit expresses dismay.
Oh, it's a Pikachu!
Come here. Let's have a chat.
Who are you? Why do you want to talk to me?
All right, inspection time. Look at my eyes for as long as you can without blinking. Starting now. Good. Look up. Now look down. You're doing swell. Now, name and occupation.
Man, I'm this guy. No, wait. Alex Hawthorne, ne'er-do-well.
Good enough for me. You're cleared to pass.
Pass what?
That was a sanity check. If you had changed like the others, it'd be in your eyes. You'd also be drooling, cursing, and making a mess of the place.
That's just me in my free
Welcome
time,
to the
man.
Sprat
Don't
Shack.
judge me.
You can head on downstairs.
Welcome to the Sprat Shack. First one's on the house, and I won't even water it down. What'll it be?
I want to see colors. Lots of them.
Bottoms up. I assume you're here for salvage.
No, I came for a journal, actually.
Can't help you there. This ain't exactly a library.
It could be.
Most of my regulars are sublight scavengers. They pick over the ruins of Gorgon, spend their earnings at the bar, and head back out the next day.
Ah.
Vicious cycle, but that's life. You're the first new face I've seen in a while.
Do you remember a man that goes by the name of Lucky Montoya?
Lucky. Sure, I knew him. He could get a little dramatic at times, but he was a good guy.
Oh, okay.
Heard he took on a dangerous job. Spent a lot of time coming and going from the Office of Creative Incubation, just down the road.
Tell you anything about the job?
I don't ask about jobs unless people want to make it my business. And Lucky wasn't talking. Awful shame about what happened to him.
What happened to him?
You really want to hear my story? Law, most everyone around here is sick to death of it by now. Last I saw of Lucky was a few days ago. I went outside for a smoke and a stroll, and I saw this wild canid dragging a bloody limb. So I kicked the canid, scared it off.
That doesn't sound real. I've seen canids. They don't usually run when you hit them. In fact, fight back. Why not let him enjoy the juicy limb?
If the bloody piece in question was a raptidon tongue or a mantis leg, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
You're right, because it wouldn't be
Get
on my
this.
ship.
The canid was chewing on an honest-to-law human arm. Lucky's arm.
I wouldn't call that arm honest. Honest to law, nonetheless. How'd you know it belonged to him, though?
I'm a bartender. Attention to detail is my middle name.
It's
Anyway.
not true.
The arm was clutching a phonograph that mentioned someone named Alex Hawthorne.
Oh.
I did some poking around, and this Hawthorne has a reputation among the salvagers who frequent the bar.
Wait, no.
So I packaged up the arm nice and tidy and sent it care of the Halcyon Parcel Service. They even gave me a discount on the hazardous waste removal stamp.
Well, it found me. I guess I'm his next of kin.
No kidding. And now you're here? Colony feels smaller than you'd think some days.
I'm also really
I'm
cool,
glad I was
so,
here to see this confluence of events, you know? The stars really aligned on this one. And here I am, smack dab in the middle.
Huh? I wish you'd use smaller words. Where was he staying?
3rd floor. Once I figured he wasn't coming back to pay his tab, I left his room unlocked to air it out. You can help yourself to anything you left behind.
I'm on my way up there.
Fair warning, I've been letting the regulars use it for a quick lie down. Just wash your hands when you're done. Trust me.
Ew. I'm gonna go look around.
Be seeing you.
I don't want to wash my hands. That's nasty. What's up? Man took off so fast. Mine, I am his next of kin, so legally this is all mine. Legally. Okay. Alright.
As a medical professional, I gotta say, that is very well preserved and disgusting.
I was gonna use it as an ice block in my drink.
I really hope this ain't a sign of things to come.
I'm sure it is, Nokia. I'm sure it is.
What have you got there?
A gun?
Time,
Oh.
I think. I found some in an old bus.
I thought she was asking me, and I was like, it's a gun.
Lucky's problem was that he was always overconfident in himself. But us? We got this, whatever it is.
Yeah, we got
Whatever's
this.
out here, it better be worth carrying around a man's eyeball.
No, it's a decorative ice cube. I don't know where you get the idea it's an actual eyeball. What? What are you? And why are you? Where are you? Stop it. Okay, well. Was this all that was here? A small fight? Annoyance? They were eating Pikachus. Ah. He's like hella blind now. Oh my god! Oh. I have a feeling that those are going to be a bit difficult to deal with, aren't they? Just keep her moving. Just keep her moving.
I'm going.
Time for a drink?
We already left the bar. We don't need to go back.
This reminds me of the punchline to a joke I heard once.
And what's that?
No telling what other horrors we're set to find here.
I was really looking forward to the joke. I just don't think she wants to tell it. Could have been a good joke.
Initiating ocular measurement.
Oh. Here you go.
Measurement complete. Ocular identification complete. Welcome, Clarence Mostly. Access granted. Welcome to the Office of Creative Incubation.
Food. Yoink, Scoob. It's like we found the kitchen. Might as well help ourselves with some of the tasty, sisty pictures. Gordon Ramsay would be this pleased. Drug? I'll take you on. I'm sorry, Nokia. You know how this works. You stand too close to me, you get hurt by the purple. The D waves are too strong.
Don't mess with us.
That's right, tell them, Ellie. They shouldn't mess with us. We're really good. And strong. And we come in peace. Actually, we should have told them we came in peace. Shit. They might have not attacked us if they'd realized we were friendly. We're just here to investigate a murder. I guess? No, it was Raptidons, huh? Didn't even stand a chance against me and my metallic stick. Man, it sucks. I'll give it a try. Yeah, see, the light machine gun is way better than Fury. Flurry. Wow, okay. I guess we'll try that out on the next human we see.
I knew I heard a little weasel sniffing about.
What happened? Oh, you don't...
Best go back the way you came.
No.
There's nothing for you here.
My friend Lucky? Well, if you're not interested in my friend Lucky, if you're here to issue me a dire warning, just eat me.
I understand that you think yourself a big hero here on a big, important job.
I mean, I am.
The last one did too. But you've grossly misapprehended the situation here. This place is a graveyard. All that was done here should be forgotten and left to rot.
Those are notoriously some of my favorite places. Is that the best you can do? Just don't?
Gorgon is the birthplace of marauders. We created them here, in this very facility. They are our misbegotten children.
You need to take care of your children better. God.
Vanity.
Oh, okay.
Marauders were created? Those bastards!
Science.
But marauders are just mindless lunatics, right? There can't be more to it than that.
They hold no fondness for trespassers. I've placed the facility under emergency lockdown to keep them safe. Let the marauders die in peace, or I will make certain that you die with them.
Are you in what army?
Now that someone's telling us not to go digging, I kind of want to go digging.
I know.
I've got a bad feeling about this, Cap.
It's fine. They don't know how to handle me. So cool.
An old comms tower, huh? It's like I'm back at Hiram's place, running errands. Birthplace of marauders. We ought to have left well enough alone. Now we're in it. Come hell or high water, we've got to see this through.
That's right.
I'm hoping this leads us to someone we can talk with face to face. Or punch, if it comes to that.
It more than likely will, if you know Marauders. I gotta go to Byzantium. Bruh. I didn't want to have to leave this place. I like this area too much. Plus, I think Byzantium's a little mad at me.
Captain, transmission request from Ambrose Manor.
I guess Benny wants an update. Patch her through.
Captain! Imagine my surprise when I saw the Unreliable leaving Gorgon with so much urgency and purpose.
Oh, I'm doing my
Tell
best,
me you
miss.
found Mother's journal. I'm positively dying for good news.
Oh. Unfortunately, no. Someone warned me to stay away from Gorgon and lock the place down.
Someone? You mean someone still has access to the facility? Oh, after all this time. Who was it?
We didn't really have a chance to exchange pleasantries.
Drat.
That's what I said.
Make sure you have eyes on the back of your head. I doubt we've seen the last of this human vexation. If I know Spacer's choice, getting past the lockdown will be more complicated than just hitting a big red button. You'll need authorization, and layers of it.
I don't suppose your mother left you any passwords or mysterious keycards, eh?
No. I think you're going to have to rely on good old-fashioned detective work. It's a good thing you have keen senses, a reliable ship, and a very wealthy sponsor.
Are you familiar with Gorgon's old research staff?
I seem to recall that Mother worked closely with Gorgon's R&D personnel, but not close enough to invite them over for dinner and cocktails, if you get my meaning.
Yeah, I understand.
By now, they'll have moved on with their lives. If only I could do the same.
Nah, you're good. You're giving me money for this, after all. Yeah, if there's nothing else, I should get going. I got stuff to do.
Naturally. I shan't keep you for another moment.
God, I love the way she
Safe
talks.
travels.
Sorry, I
if your leads give you any
waited
trouble,
until she was off the phone
be
to
sure
say
and
that.
give them some trouble back. Yes?
Yes.
That's the spirit. Until next time, my good captain.
Good old elevator music.
Welcome to the Musgrave Family Collection. Still a work in progress.
I don't exactly know what that means, but coming in.
slow down. What's the hurry?
I don't want to talk to you. I want to go talk to the man I need to talk to.
I'll tell you what I've told all the other guards. Mind your boots. Our floors are not made for armor.
I'll change my outfit
If
then.
you're here for the annual Canid review, I'm afraid it's already over. Only thing going on behind those doors is good, old-fashioned lawful behavior.
That's exactly somebody
This
that wasn't
greeting
doing lawful
constitutes
behavior
a
to do. Or say.
confidentiality agreement. You hereby agree not to disclose the location or existence of these events. Thank you for cooperating.
Tell me about this Canid review first. I'm interested.
Exactly. You do catch on fast. Now then, how can I help you?
I'm just looking for Clarence, mostly.
Mr. Mostly is indeed attending our event, although I am disappointed to discover he did not officially enter his Canid La Place into our competition. You should find Mr. Mostly just inside the prep room. Head inside and take the door to your left.
Oh, okay. Joan of Bark. Spartacus. Anubis. Nanners. That's a funny name. Little Waldo and Timothy. Where do I get my own dog? Hello.
Hey, Maverick Johnston's newest star. I've got a question for you.
Yes.
Do
Whatever you're
you
about to
know
say.
the interesting thing about Canid shows?
I'm interested in anything involving Canids.
So am I. Canids are a fascinating species, biologically speaking. Mathematically speaking, the interesting thing about Canid shows is this. They're an exercise in futility.
God damn it.
Winning is predetermined. Over time, the inevitable trend is that the race goes to the swift. Time and chance are just statistical outliers. In other words, if you put enough Canids through enough trials, the one with the most optimal attributes generally wins. Exercise in futility.
Are you Clarence mostly?
What gave me away? Wait, don't tell me. You've read my monograph, Putting the Us in Calculus,
Ew.
or How to Use Mathematics to Find Your Statistically Significant Other.
Don't
I'm
tell me
afraid
you're
I
gonna
don't
make me
really
do
do
math.
autographs, but yes, I am Clarence Mostly.
But what are you rest of you then? I wish I could speak. That name sounds familiar. Mostly Fine Furniture Company, right?
Yes, that's us. Mostly oak trees, too. My grandfather invented them, you know.
Oak
Well,
trees?
no, he didn't invent mostly oaks, but he did purchase the naming rights back during the terraforming days.
Okay.
It's essentially the
Thought
same
so. I've been looking for you. You're the last known staff member on Project Gorgon.
thing. Oh. Then you're not here about my monograph. It's true, I was involved with Project Gorgon, but that chapter of my life is long since closed.
Understandable.
Listen, I don't know what you want with Gorgon or with me, but let me give you some free advice, Let the past go. Live in the moment. Enjoy the party.
No. Listen, buddy. You want to keep living in the moment? Show me how to lift the emergency lockdown.
I was wondering if you were the sort of person to accept sensible advice or respond with threats of violence. Thank you for resolving that ambiguity for me.
I'm very prone to violence.
Lifting the lockdown won't be easy. You'll need to send overrides from the chem lab and human inquiry. I don't have that level of clearance, but I know two people who
What are
do.
you good for,
The
then?
trouble is, I don't know you. I don't trust you. I washed my hands of Gorgon, and you're asking me to dirty them all over again. I'm going to need a good reason.
Man, I was just hired to find a journal. I'm just doing my job.
Why are you going through all of this trouble for a journal? Actually, don't tell me. I'd like to maintain plausible deniability. I want a favor from you. Do something for me, and I'll do something for you.
thought he
That
was
way,
gonna be
we
this
don't
type.
have to rely on mutual trust. The grand prize trophy to the Canid Review. I want it in my hands. Get me that trophy, and I'll give you the remaining researchers. Names, locations, as much information as I have.
All right, it's a deal.
What, really? You'll do it? I mean, just like that? Don't you want to know why I asked you?
No.
Come now, Anubis, you must perk up.
Yeah, Anubis, you got this. I think you're actually like the fanciest colored one. Ooh, I changed my mind. We're going with Nanners.
You know, stealing from these assholes is its own reward.
You're right. You don't see a thing.
You know, the careers of 9 out of 13 actors end after their debut serial. Enjoy the fame while it lasts.
So I found this eye.
My eye! I was wondering where I'd misplaced that old thing. It's perfectly preserved, you know.
Oh.
Every eye possesses unique dimensions, not unlike a fingerprint. The circumference, the shape, the color of the iris. An eye makes excellent proof of identification, assuming you don't mind removing one.
I'll remove a second one. I wanted to ask you something else.
What's on your mind?
I'm keeping the eye. I got your trophy, though.
My trophy! Look at this thing. Have you ever seen a more garish monument to the boredom of the elite? If only Grandfather Mostly were alive today, I would have loved to wave this trophy right in front of his cataracts. I hope you won't take it personally when I say I had my doubts about you. Nothing ever gets done in Byzantium, you see. Competent work is, well, a statistical anomaly.
Come on, Clarence. Names and locations. I don't have all day.
Lifting the emergency lockdown requires overrides from the Chem Lab and Human Inquiry. Access to those facilities requires authorizations from 2 senior-level researchers, Marion Blakesley, Jasper Lowe. They went into hiding after the project collapsed, but I've managed to calculate their last known whereabouts within a reasonable margin of error.
So you use statistical analysis to figure out their location. Show me your math.
I see you're familiar with my technique. I'd love to show you my numbers, but there aren't nearly enough napkins in this room.
That's fine.
After
I
the
don't really
project
wanna
shut
know.
down, I had to keep my mind occupied. I worked on my actuarial tables, calculated the average lifespan of a Spacer's Choice worker, that sort of thing. I realized some of the researchers had to be alive. I ran some numbers, did a little research, and concluded that the 2 most likely survivors are Marion Blakesley and Jasper Lowe.
So these 2 are the only researchers? The only ones left?
As far as I know, Jasper Lowe and Marion Blakesley are the only 2 surviving researchers with high-level clearance. If you want to lift the lockdown on the manufactory, you'll need to send an override from the Chem Lab and Human Inquiry. I'm afraid it's the only way.
The only way, you're saying. Thank you for your information. That's all I needed to know.
Try to exercise caution. It's good for your lifespan.
Don't tell me how to live my life. But thank you for looking out for me.
You did fetch a trophy for my little applause. Technically, that makes you my canid servant.
Eat me.
And by the transitive property of employment, my responsibility.
Eat me. Take care, Clarence. Never change.
Someone has left a threatening message on your terminal, Captain. I was unable to trace its origin. Please make a note of it.
In my terminal? I'll go see that right away. Nobody texts me without my permission. What a handsome vessel you have, little weasel. The Unreliable. Registered to one Alex Hawthorne. But that's not you, is it? You stole it from him, just as you intend to steal Gorgon from me. Perhaps I should steal something dear from you in exchange. Your ship, your crew, your life? Fair is fair, after all. Yep, don't care. You can eat me as well.
The Groundbreaker Auxiliary Base.
That's where we're heading, Ada. Good job. Mwah.
Careful. Those trigger fingers look a mite itchy.
Yeah, they won't do anything to me. I'm not worried about them.
Hey, you! Over here. Let's chat.
Okay, you
whoa,
look cool.
Whoa, whoa, it's Riz. Oh, fucking damn it. Every time. So, hey, you trespassing, and I'm armed. Maybe take a second look at your life choices, pal.
I want your armor. What were you starting to say back there?
Nothing. Never mind.
Does Rizzos know you're butchering their, slogan?
What, you gonna report me? I don't work for them no more. I'm with the gardeners now. All of us kept the peace for the corpse once, but we got tired of being used.
Funny, I wouldn't have pegged you for a horticulturist. Horticulturalist.
Hey, I like to get my hands dirty.
As a farmer, I could say we
Just
do
a
it for the
name.
worms.
Old lady we work for, she likes plants.
As a farmer
We're
should.
here to keep the streets clean. Hallways. You know what I mean. Anyway, Blakesley's given us standing orders to strongly discourage anyone who tries to come in. I like to, extrapolate from there.
Does Junlei know you're down here?
We ain't subversives. We're gainfully employed. This is a private contract.
Oh, okay.
Miss Junlei can't get too mad if we rough up some trespassers. Especially if I was nice enough to warn him first.
Surely we can come to terms.
This deal with Blakesley's pretty sweet. We get paid, and we get fresh greens every week.
That is a pretty good deal.
My gums never looked healthier.
But I've come all this way to meet my mother.
Wait, you serious? You, don't look much alike.
I don't know what you mean. My father was a very ugly man.
Look, we won't give you trouble, but I can't say the same about Blakesley. She's got some crazy setup in there, so if you get shot, don't come complaining to me. This one's clear, guys.
The mama card always works.
You have to be kidding me.
What?
I thought I made myself click. Wait, what's with this camera? Hello? Damn it.
What happened?
I get it. Some people need things spelled out for them. I'm sure one of the auto mechanicals can explain.
Oh, okay. I would love some explaining. Sounds like violence to me. Or a cause of violence. One of the two. Either way, I'm not happy about it. Hello, miss. I'm here about your robots.
So who the fuck? Oh, wait, hang on. I can't hear a damn thing. Just gonna shut this thing off.
Alright. I'm okay with that.
Right. Marion Blakesley, what can I do for you, Mr. Home Invasion?
Well, first of all, I would respect you to not do that. Oh, I'm here to collect your credentials on behalf of Spacer's Choice.
Cute. There have to be easier ways to steal some corporate property. Go chat up Sublight.
Alright, fine. I'm actually here because I need to get into the HIA facility on Gorgon.
Gorgon? I holed up in a forgotten cargo bay of a rotting colony ship just so I could never hear that name again.
And you're hearing it again.
But here you are.
Here I am. I tracked down Clarence mostly. The heck got me on your trail.
That bastard. Is he still only mostly worthless, or has he achieved mathematical perfection in that regard?
He's in show cannons. Now, sort of.
He'll be on to the next hobby in a week.
Oh, fuck.
Clarence lacks the attention span for this sort of thing. Someone wants to dig up the past, and you're the shovel, right?
Yes. I'm a bit of a tool. Actually, I'm the diamond tip drill bit.
Huh. All soft clay here, pal. You want to know about HIA? I'll tell you. Corporate demanded a product they could throw onto shelves. That put the squeeze on low at Chem to develop formulas. Samples. But how do you know if the product works? You run tests, see what happens. That's where human inquiry and auditing came in. I ran HIA, and HIA ran the tests again and again and again.
Again and again and again and again.
What happens is a whole lot of wasted time and even more bodies.
So what was your part in all this?
Testing supervisor. I designed the initial testing regimens, managed the staff, made sense of the test results. Tried to anyway. People are complicated, and I don't just mean the test subjects.
You're right, you're right.
Try and avoid working with people if you can. It always gets messy.
You do. Looks right at my crew. How dare you? Any complicated people you know who might have an interest in stopping me?
Plenty. Not to mention Spacer's Choice put in the legwork to make Gorgon habitable. Probably crawling with scavengers.
It is. So what were they testing?
You've heard the adverts, right? Work day and night, still feel refreshed the next morning.
Oh.
Now, what we tested for was dexterity, efficiency, compliance. The traits of a good employee. Numbers never came out right. I could have pumped gallons of those chemicals into every living soul in this colony. Wouldn't have changed that. What we got was marauders.
So you gave colonists drugs until they snapped, is what you're telling me.
And I got a hefty corporate paycheck for it, too. Up until it all fell apart.
That's a lot of money.
That's not the part that made Spacer's Choice give up anyway. You can still buy Adrena time after all.
I have a bunch in my backpack, actually, yeah. And I found a lot while I was there. So what happened? Why did the facility shut down?
We had a few weird accidents, escapes, minor setbacks. But one day, all the test subjects got loose. Sabotage, they said.
It probably was.
It wasn't just us. All of the facilities got hit hard. Shut us down for a while. That turned out to be the last straw.
Do you know who was behind it?
Nah, didn't much care by then. Don't care much now.
No, in that case, just give me the
Spacer's
numbers.
Choice wasn't getting much use out of us anymore, so they shuttered the project, kicked Adrenatime out the door.
Wait.
And I came here.
So can you help me get inside HIA?
Indulge a scientist. What do you want out of this investigation of yours? Trying to liven up your memoir?
Yep, just try to just try to spice up chapter 3, actually.
Huh. Haven't had any new jokes to laugh at in a while. At least the wildlife won't give you any trouble. What do you get out of headbutting murderous automechanicals for your captain here?
I've been helping folks out of scrapes for as long as I can remember. And the captain's one of the rare few that returns the favor.
Fair enough. That's all I've got. Here, I still have this pass. Don't much feel like hanging on to it anymore.
You didn't ask Ellie.
Made my exit the moment the project started falling apart. Had to steal some credentials. This should get you into the volunteer induction entrance. I'll make sure the automechanicals don't bother you on the way out.
I don't think there's any left alive. As alive as an automechanical can be, at least. Ada, I'm back. Did you miss me? Alright, I'll take that as a yes.
Captain, an unknown vessel is approaching our ship. Their intentions are currently indeterminate.
Patch them through.
Once I deduce their intentions, I will play one of two audio signals. A cheerful fanfare if they are friendly, alarms if they are hostile. Their intentions are no longer unknown.
Status report, Ada.
The unknown vessel has deployed a boarding mechanism. They will attach themselves to our airlock and attempt boarding shortly. That sound indicates that a boarding mechanism has successfully attached to our airlock.
I got places to be.
Captain, I am pleased to inform you that we are currently in the process of being boarded.
I'm gonna go get my gun.
Captain Hawthorne installed a lethal shock trap on our airlock in the event of an invasion. I am prepared to deploy this trap at a moment's notice.
Who are these people? What do they want?
The invading ship appears to be a decommissioned storage vessel. The crew are either pirates or freelancers. My opinion of their competence is low.
Did you see that about everybody? Let them know I'm flattered, but I wish they'd brought me dinner first.
That is unlikely. Judging by the state of the invading ship and the competence of the boarding party, I deduce they are incapable of paying for dinner.
Damn it.
Their ship is using a tracking device too sophisticated for their primitive astrogator. I conclude they are receiving outside assistance.
We must kill them.
If you prefer to make an escape, I can disable their boarding mechanism. However, as long as that tracking device remains on board their ship, they will be able to find us again.
No, I'll go deal with them myself.
Understood, Captain. I will be deploying the Unreliable's lethal deterrence system. Please approach the airlock and enjoy the show.
I get to watch? I get to watch? I'm watching.
Now...
Ada really could kill us all.
Yeah, she's really cool. Alright, Ellie, Nokia, you know what to do. Bring the big guns.
Like our opponent knows how to play defense. All right, freebooters, fall back and regroup.
Why is everything marked as stealing? You tried to invade me first.
How many times do I have to tell you people? Don't stand so close to the speaker. I can hear you breathing.
What? Don't worry. We'll be talking face to face real soon.
Unsportsmanlike and disrespectful. My freebooters could learn a thing or two from you.
So
I'll
should.
admit, this attack hasn't gone strictly according to plan. But as we like to say in the League, no strategy survives contact with the opponent. Let's call this round a draw. You head back to your end of the field, I'll regroup my team, and we'll see where things take us in the second half.
No.
What do you say?
No. Alright, I'm done talking. But I'm not done shooting.
Did I hear something?
Oopsies.
You know, I feel a little snubbed. We were having a civilized conversation over that intercom,
I
and
told
you
you I
just
was done
walked
talking.
off. Now you're barging into my office, muddying tracks all over my floor. A little respect for the ship. Is that too much to ask?
Yes, you were boarding my ship. Calm down.
Yeah, but I had every intention of respecting the upholstery. I would have had you spaced or shot in the bathroom or something. You're the captain of the Unreliable. You dropped out of the sky in Emerald Vale, and whatever you've been doing on Gorgon, you've upset my employer. You and I are in a bit of a situation. I don't get paid unless you're dead. And a man's gotta make a living. You understand.
I got some bad news for you, bud. Hi, Patchouli.
Welcome back, Captain. I understand you have resolved your differences with our former boarding party. Are you ready to
It's a
depart?
funny way of putting it, but yeah, let's get going.
Understood, Captain. Resuming our course.
Oh, that can't
We
be
were
good.
hoping to find Lo alive, right?
Yeah, preferably.
You think it's supposed to shake like that?
No, it's not. I should have read what keycard that was. Whoopsies. Well, sprat hole. Oh,
Auntie, have mercy! How'd you get in here?
I jumped.
Are you from outside? How is that even possible? Law, help me. I must be losing my wits.
No, you're fine. Take it easy. I saw what happened out there.
I didn't have any friends here, but that don't mean I wanted to see heartless auto mechanicals rip everyone to shreds. I know it sounds crazy, but a little while back, I'd been gearing myself up to take a long walk off a short turbine platform.
Oh, I read your terminal entry.
Then the security mechanicals broke out into a massacre, and I realized I really want to live.
Okay.
How can I help you help me get out of here?
I've got a ship. Need a lift out of here?
Do I ever? Drop me off on the groundbreaker and I'll be out of your hair in no time.
Alright, go ahead.
Oh, thank you so much. I'll just hide in a crate or something. You won't even know I was there.
I will know
Here,
mentally, though.
This is my official laboratory headgear. I won't be needing it anymore, so it's all yours.
Accessories. Alright, thanks, I guess. Just gonna completely forget to drop her off at Groundbreaker. She's gonna be so confused.
There's a tragedy, two teams of the plunder.
Well, fancy running into you here, stranger.
Shush. Talking. Concentrating.
Damn
it. I almost had it. The formula was in my mind and I almost had it.
You're welcome.
I was so close to a breakthrough, I could practically taste it. You really did pick the worst time to manifest.
Again, you're welcome. Are you alright? You're rambling.
Am I rambling? Well, that's somewhat concerning, but not necessarily unexpected. Logorrhea is a well-documented side effect of withdrawal.
Oh.
Oh, hang on. I see what's happening. You're real. Ergo, not a hallucination.
To some, I am.
This is interesting. I have several questions for you. Let's start with the obvious. Who are you, and how are you even alive?
I'm really cool? Well, I'm technically Alex Hawthorne, Captain of the Unreliable. You can call me this guy. You must be Jasper Lowe.
Dr. Jasper Lowe? You see my uniform. Don't demote me like that. Right. That answers that. Next question. Do you come bearing fresh pharmaceuticals?
Something tells me he's not looking for caffeinoid, Captain.
I like what you did to your hair, Ellie.
Look, we all know you're here to interrogate me. If I'm going to go through this ordeal, I'm not doing it sober.
Oh, okay. Here you go. Only the freshest for my friends.
New friends mean new birthdays to keep track of. And I can't spare much room in my mind palace for frivolous trinkets of information. But in this case, I'll make an exception. Dr. Jasper Lowe at your service. Pleased to meet you, friend.
Interesting device you got there. What are you taking?
You mean my inhaler? It's designed to deliver a highly concentrated dose of Sky High right through my respiratory system. The formula's still a work in progress. Clears my mind for a few precious moments. The rowdy tenants of my mind palace stop their chattering, and in that silence, I experience clarity.
Clarity.
Inspiration through inhalation. That's Sky High. Or it will be, once I perfect my formula.
You could use some inspiration, Doc. Relax. Take an inhale.
Cap, come on. This guy's got a problem.
Doctor's orders.
Doctor's orders.
Who's-y, what's-y now? Take an inhale? Yes, yes. An excellent suggestion. Much better. My mind is clear. So are my sinuses, in fact.
Oh, that's nice. No, I need to get inside the chem lab on Gorgon.
No, you don't. There's nothing interesting in the chem lab. There's nothing interesting in Gorgon at all. Gorgon is a featureless rock dragged along by the gravitational current of a barren asteroid belt.
God damn it.
The chem lab is a graveyard. You won't find anything there but the dead.
Well, I'm looking for a journal, so maybe you know Dr. Ambrose?
Dr. Olivia Ambrose was one of the finest scientists in the colony. If you're risking your life to retrieve her journal, there's likely a good reason.
Very good reason.
If you've set your heart on exploring my old labs, I won't try to dissuade you. Indulge me with a favor, and I'll give you the access you want. The electromechanical turbine is offline. Without any power, I can't possibly continue my work. Be a dear and reactivate it for me.
Okay.
That's all I ask.
Have to go help my new friends. Helping friends. Really slow elevator to get.
Whoa. That one was close, Captain.
It was. It was indeed, Ellie. Very scary indeed. Go help my new friends. I'm on fire, helping friends. Okay, buddy. Yeah, there was a lot of them. Oh, no, gee, I'm sorry. I think we've done it again. And by it, I mean one. And by winning, I mean broke my ankles.
We don't see that every day, Captain.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, you're right. You don't see things like that ever. It's a flower that collects lightning? Alright, I'm back.
The facility's back on the grid, and my pipes again floweth with the sweet, sweet essence of my salvation.
Calm down on that
I
stuff.
suppose I have you to thank for realigning the machine. Of course, Jasper, you imbecile.
Yeah, I did do the thing you asked me to do like 5 minutes ago. Now get me inside the chem lab.
You'll need my voice to get into the chem lab. I'm obviously not coming with you, so I'm giving you a recording of my dulcet speech. This recording should get you into the chem lab. I hope whatever you're after is worth the trauma. I wouldn't go back there if I was higher than the mercury levels in a can of salt tuna. Wait, take my gun while you're at it. If you end up dying on Gorgon, there's a non-zero chance I'll feel partially responsible. Neither of us want that.
Thanks, Doctor.
Solutions are clamoring. I must refocus my attention for the moment. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Doctor. This experimental device was created to keep employees on their feet, regardless of how much pain or exhaustion they may be experiencing. As all good workers know, unconscious is just another word for wage theft. Oh, goddamn, I love it. It's hilarious. Passed out from exhaustion? Stop stealing my money. Okay, bad decision. Here I was thinking I was taking the fast way down, but all I managed to do was hurt myself in the process. You're not going to mention anything about the weirdo that's come on our ship? Alright.
Do return in one piece, Captain.
No promises. See what happened to the last guy that went here.
What kind of mess Spacer's Choice made here, but it figures they'd leave it to someone else to clean up.
It is Spacer's Choice after all. It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's Choice. I see. And by I see, I mean, fuck me. Thought I seen a path. I remembered to do that instead of go and look around for 2 hours. You know, the thing that upset me so much on the last time.
Never seen a corporation spend this much on a place only to let it rust.
Excuse me?
Except for Monarch, and Scylla, and Emerald Vale. Okay, I take it back.
Noise scared me, bruh. I was sitting there like that.
Our brightest minds did their dirtiest work here. We made puppets out of people and tested them until they broke.
Oh, so you were a part of it.
Walk softly, Captain. Some of them still live here. I hate to be disturbed.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm sure
They
I'll just...
clearly don't know how we work, Captain.
You're right.
Oh, please. Unless there are mannequins stalking the halls here, I think we'll be fine.
Don't say that. There very well could be.
Here's my ass. These are cells.
Well, at least they kept him close to the drugs.
Yeah, you're right. They kept them close to what they wanted. A good time. In science. Science, of course. Science is always a good time. Unless you count the very many times in history where it wasn't. Okay, well, I stand corrected.
Memory out with a bottle of Spectrum Red once we're back on the ship.
Okay. Plenty of it in my backpack.
Did you enjoy the show? I didn't.
I'm sorry.
You should have left Gorgon in its grave, where it belongs.
That sucks.
I'm afraid I have to find a more permanent way to put you down.
Please don't.
Oh, I'm quaking in my boots. Come and threaten us face to barrel, will you?
Can we punch this asshole in the face, Captain? Eventually?
As soon as we get the chance, I'll let you do what you want to him.
This, I never imagined. I'd always heard the corporations treated their workers poorly, but this, it's like they were sprats. Caged up little experiments.
Yeah, what they did here was inexcusable.
Not just inexcusable. Evil. This was just wrong. They knew. They knew what Adrenatime would do. Fuck, Captain. Marauders are half the reason Monarch's gone to shit.
So it's all Spacer Choice's fault. Huh. I can't believe they did this, to be honest.
I didn't think Spacer's Choice was capable of causing this much harm. Competently, I mean.
They did it on purpose,
I just wonder if that heiress isn't gonna collapse on her fainting couch when she gets that journal. Whatever it holds.
It's gonna hold some bad stuff. She better be paying a lot, though. Let's get to it.
We getting out of here? Good.
Yeah, we are. We're leaving this place behind to go find out where they're making the drugs. Okay. Really stifling my creativity by not letting me fall to my death.
This facility is currently experiencing a heightened security event. Accessing this facility requires voice-modulated passphrase. Please speak the passphrase.
We attest to the zest with our hand on our chest. Be impressed as our guest by what we've finessed. You are blessed to ingest what we thoroughly test. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice.
Passphrase accepted. Access granted.
I knew it.
Welcome, Dr. Jasper Lowe.
I am Jasper now. Yes? Man, I knew I was a doctor.
Never seem to take the hint.
What hint?
What is it about Leave that eludes that tiny little mind of yours?
A lot. I don't understand the word.
I've switched on the laboratory security system. I trust the mechanicals will sort you out.
Why would you do such a thing?
Could we skip the part where we trashed the place? We've lived through a hell of a lot tougher than some rust bucket security bots. If this is that shadow from the OCI, I am losing my patience with the cloak and dagger.
Me too. That's why I've already given... Ooh. That's why I've already given Ellie permission to punch him in the face when we see him. Oh no, they were eating people. Oh no! Not like I really care.
By now, these lab coats would have learned not to mess with this piece. It never ends well.
It usually doesn't, no. But they don't learn. They're doctors and scientists. You think they anticipate anything like this going on? No.
You're remarkably intent on scuttling my every plan to end you. How inconsiderate.
It's not inconsiderate. I'll tell you what's inconsiderate.
After I've gone to so much effort to see Gorgon rest in peace. It's a good thing, then, that I finally figured out what you're after.
What am I after?
I'll see you soon, little weasel.
Okay. Anyway.
Oh, I hope so. I could finally put a bullet in this asshole once and for all.
Well, I'm glad. I've been looking forward to punching this sprat fuck in the throat.
I like the encouragement. But as I was saying, Doctor, I know something that's... What was the word I used? She used? We both used it. I can't remember. Inconvenient. That's not it. Anyway, you're trying to stop me from finding a book that will give me money.
I've seen negligence and greed and incompetence run rampant over this colony. But this This was evil.
Pure evil.
I've seen some reckless operations, but here, it's like they were trying to get people killed.
They're making drugs, Ellie. About what I'd expect from Spacer's Choice operation, to be honest.
Sloppy work, poor management, and a questionable odor? I'll say.
Spacer's Choice put their best and brightest on a problem, and this is how it ended up. Says a lot about the colony's prospects.
She said it. This is Spacer's Choice, best and brightest we're talking about.
That ain't an excuse. Everyone knows they're shitty, so let's just let them keep doing it?
Yes.
Knowing how Byzantines treat failure like it's catching, I can see why Minnie'd want to clear the family name.
As long as she's got the bits.
Let's get out of here. This place stinks like machine grease and bad science.
You're right, it does. I don't know what that smells like. I'm really looking forward to fighting this doctor guy, to be honest. Tired of him. Obsidian in your invisible walls. You make great games, but you piss me off with things like that. Whoa! This place is still cool and alive. Pam. What's up, Pam?
Welcome to the Adrenatime Synthesis and Manufactory Center, brought to you by Spacer's Choice. This productivity automechanical unit is at your disposal. Its normal duties involve the management of legacy operations analytics. However, due to the promotion, demotion, death, or injury to other managers of this facility, this unit is now the acting manager of the following departments: reception, human resources, accounting,
I get it.
technical
You're the
support,
boss. I understand,
manufacturing,
Pam.
distribution, security. Please direct any questions about those departments to Pam. Answers not guaranteed.
So you're the only one here? That should make this pretty easy then.
According to this facility's hierarchy, there are 0 acting managers at this Spacer's Choice facility. Not to worry. If a middle manager cannot immediately be replaced, Pam can safely oversee 3.176 departments. When you're in a productivity pinch, Pam can pick up the pieces.
I love you, Pam, already.
It looks like there are intruders in this facility. Protocol recommends speaking to the head of facility security right away.
Is that you? You're managing more than 3.176 departments.
Management stretched thin? That's okay. With safety protocols disabled, Pam can manage 12.678 departments with an estimated worker fatality rate of only 4.83 per week.
Yeah, that is pretty
After all,
low.
Pam's
Given the
purpose is to
circumstance.
answer one question. How can I increase your productivity today?
I need to boost my productivity. How about some motivation?
Spacer's Choice likes to maintain a positive work environment. So if you have to cry, please do so in the supply closet.
Okay. I'll be going then.
This is gonna haunt me later. I can already feel it.
Everything we do is gonna haunt you later. I don't think you've noticed. Working with me is a bit problematic. Ask any of my friends. Oopsies. A little silly dance you're doing over there. Oh my god! I want it. How can I get it? It's mine. Give it. Oh, he doesn't have the... How do I get a mask like that? I've been wanting one forever. So, y'all got any hobbies? Or, things you want to talk about while we're in the elevator? I'm sure nobody's listening. Oh, okay.
Phineas would love this.
It is pretty, though. In a maniacally wasteful way.
You know, Phineas would love this. I'm glad y'all thought of him.
This is the place, right? Let's find that journal.
Oh, it's probably missing. He knows what we're here for, isn't it? Oh.
That's enough. Gorgon is mine. Go now, and I will not pursue you. But if you stay, I will sick every last lawless fucking mercenary in Halcyon on you. It's your choice, Captain.
We're not gonna let this brat fuck tell us what to do, are we, Captain?
No, we're
I'm
not.
getting sick of chasing shadows. You can't shoot shadows.
We are receiving an incoming signal, Captain.
Who?
Captain, I see you've made some headway on Gorgon. Mother's old work terminal just lit up with a bunch of new protocols. Very exciting.
Oh, you're
What about
Minnie.
Mother's journal? Any progress there?
Yep, Minnie, I got your journal. I assume you have payment ready, though.
Of course. Come back to the manor and we'll sort out the details in person.
Okay.
Can you hear me, Captain? I'm getting some interference on my end. Captain. Captain!
Ah, damn Spacer's Choice terminals. It's a lot of static.
Hello again, little weasel.
Oh.
I must admit, you've surprised me. I threw nearly everything I had at you. And you overcame it all.
So it's you, without all the cloak and dagger. You're the one who put the Gorgon facility on lockdown.
Well spotted, Captain. We've both played our roles well. But it seems you've got the edge.
My crew really wants to meet with you and have some words.
I gravely underestimated you. You were smart to hire him, Wilhelmina. Well done.
Mother, you're alive! And still on Gorgon?
Yeah, she's been a pain in my side since we got here.
Something tells me we've only seen the beginning.
Oh, frick.
This is so you, Mother. Inserting yourself where you aren't needed and at the worst possible time.
Am I disrupting your vanity project? You empty-headed little twit.
Am I missing something here?
Mother is going to fill your head with lies about me and Gorgon. Don't listen. Have you come back just to ruin everything again, Mother? At least this time I have the power to stop you.
Captain, this is a distraction. Let's set our differences aside and focus on what matters. Adrena time must never be revived.
You've been trying to kill me since I got on Gorgon. Now you want my help?
I thought you were a part of Minnie's ploy. Her ally in this mad, selfish scheme to resurrect Adrena time.
I have so much of it in my bag.
But now that I understand she was lying to you, I find I want your help.
You tried to kill me. How about an apology first?
I'm sorry for trying to kill you, Captain. I should have been honest with you from the start. You've shown yourself more than capable of handling all that Gorgon and I could throw at you. You might be the only one with the mettle to put Gorgon down for good.
I'm not too big on letting the Adrena Time project continue. They did create Marauders, which ruined Monarch, and pretty much every other world we've been to.
Adrena Time didn't create Marauders, mismanagement did. By now, you realize that Project Gorgon was devoted to a single drug, Adrena Time. A drug that hit the market in spite of calamitous side effects.
And in spite of its deranged, irresponsible researchers.
Quite right. There's no end to the harm a poorly run team can do, even with the best of intentions. The project was a colossal failure, but you and I are going to revive it from the ashes.
Who? Why? Absolutely not. Yeah. Let's make more of a drug that turns people into deranged killers. Great plan.
Adrena Time was a lie. Our drug will fulfill its broken promise for workers and employers across the colony. Mother wasn't equal to the task. Thankfully for us both, I'm not my mother.
I don't know about this, Minnie.
Give it some thought, Captain. We've come so far together. Don't abandon me now. Mother's journal contains the activation codes for the Adrena Time synthesizer, the key to a new Project Gorgon. We're going to start again, and this time with everything Project Gorgon didn't have. Better R&D, better scientists, clear goals, more funding, and a timeline that makes sense. You have every reason to doubt me. But if you have a shred of hope for a better colony, consider what Adrena Time could do for us. If I can improve the chemistry, I can fix Adrena Time. We can put this colony back on track together.
Alright, Olivia, what's your side of the story?
Finally, a sensible question.
Oh, fuck, don't act like that.
I am the head of Project Gorgon, its grand mastermind. I created Adrena Time because I believed, arrogantly, foolishly, that I could uplift the common man through chemistry.
Science does do that.
I failed. Now, my daughter wants to take up my mantle.
Do you think she can?
Don't be absurd. Minnie is a bright enough girl, but she's weak, flighty. She'd abandon the project at the first minor setback. My work has already destroyed countless lives. We can't let her do so again out of pride and sentiment.
What about my life, Mother? The Ambrose name has no dignity anymore. I can't even show my face around Byzantium without being the gossip of the town.
You do think Adrena time is good for the colony too, right?
Of course. What do you think this is all about? Why do you think Spacer's Choice is willing to write me a blank check? Every day, workers slump over from exhaustion. The gears of industry swallow them whole, and no one is coming to help. Adrena time is the break we can't fit into the schedule. The office with a window we can't afford to build. It's the best this rotten colony can do for people.
Don't let those bloodless leeches at Spacer's Choice walk you down this perilous path, Wilhelmina. You haven't the fortitude to endure it.
As usual, Mother projects her failures onto me. If she had let me get involved from the start, we might have avoided this calamity altogether.
Olivia, why can't you just give Minnie a chance?
Minnie doesn't have the mind or the backbone to do the truly difficult work of genius. She is an empty-headed social climber. Nothing more.
You see what I mean? Mother is afraid of being outdone by her empty-headed daughter, and she'll do anything to stop me. If I can save the colony and redeem the Ambrose family name, I owe it to myself to try. Mother be damned.
Can you two just work your differences out and work together?
We already had our chance. Mother chose to bury the project and drag our family down with it. I won't allow her to make that mistake twice.
In rehabilitating Adrena time, she would poison Halcyon. No, we are well past the point of compromise. The facility must be destroyed.
I need that facility online, but I can't do it while Mother's still a problem. By now, she'll have shut down the Gorgon reactor. Deal with her however it suits you, and get that facility back up and running.
Don't do this, Wilhelmina. Minnie, don't make this choice.
Adrena time is our future. It's bigger than money, bigger than family. It's the colony's best hope.
And what would you have me do instead, Olivia?
Return to my family's manor, Captain. Use the executive override code in my journal to activate the NDA protocol for my terminal. It will destroy the Gorgon drug synthesizer and put an end to Adrena time for good.
Do you really think Adrena time deserves to be buried like this?
Don't pretend you haven't seen its effects with your own eyes, here and elsewhere. We live in a vicious world, Captain, and Adrena time is to blame. I should have smothered it in its crib at the start.
Minnie would never allow that.
My daughter's gotten her hooks into you. I understand. She's always had a knack for manipulating people. But I know you're more than her foolish little puppet. You've survived this long. You have to be more. She will try to force you to fight her. You don't have to. In fact, I would ask you not to. Whatever mistakes she might make, she is still my daughter.
Captain, in light of recent events, I'm putting the manor under lockdown. Until Mother is dealt with, anyone who lands here is presumed hostile. Finish the job. I know you won't disappoint me.
Get ready for surprise.
You ready? Because I've been ready since she messed with us at the OCI.
I've been ready since she messed with us too.
Feels like we're in a vertical coffin, if I'm being honest.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that, please. She could just drop this elevator at any moment.
Think she's in there? I'm ready to end this.
Me too. She's given us enough problems.
I'll give you one thing, little weasel. You are relentless.
Very.
I did everything in my power to stop you, yet here you stand before me, offensively alive.
Should have tried
Just
harder.
so we're clear, if you intend to restart this machine, you'll have to go through me.
Whoopsies. I may have slipped on something coming out of the elevator. Oh, I should have let Ellie punch her in the face. Dang it.
Done? Much as I'd like to think Spacer's choice won't make the same mistakes, I'd rather not stick around to find out.
Oh, you think they're gonna get that option? Huh. That's funny. I was really hoping we could have ended that peacefully, but she did annoy me. Just slightly. That's all it takes. Boba, I did the thing.
You've done it! The Gorgon asteroid is under my control. The Ambrose family curse is broken. And my legacy will rise from the ashes in triumph.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Thank you, Captain. We're going to change the Halcyon colony. This time for the better. As for Mother, what's done is done. I grieved for her long ago. The woman who perished on Gorgon was only her shadow.
And a slight annoyance. I did this so you could do right by Halcyon.
And indeed I shall. I'll see that Adrenatime fulfills its broken promise to this colony. Thank you for your faith in me, Captain.
It was mostly your eyebrows.
I haven't forgotten your payment. Here's a little extra for your discretion.
Always prefer getting paid to getting shot for my silence.
I'm still not sold on this, but suppose the only thing we can do now is hope they get it right the second time.
Of course, my gratitude goes out to your crew as well. Equal contributors all, I'm sure.
They
This
did
has
their
been a
fair
long
share,
time coming, Captain. I can finally get on with my life, and the colony can begin to heal. Where do you go from here? What heroic challenge will the intrepid Captain of the Unreliable conquer next?
You know me, Minnie. I never plan ahead.
Capital idea. I hope that fortune draws you a long and winding path, even if it loops around from time to time.
It seems to.
Good luck out there, Captain. I would wish you safe travels, but I do so admire how you rush headlong into danger. Keep it that way, won't you?
Oh, wait. I don't forget my promises. I do appreciate everybody for coming, hanging out, having a good time with me. Remember to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends, share it with your dog, share it with your cat, share it with your neighbors, share it with your fish. But I do hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye!